Have you seen the one about the haunted house as well that people go visit?
In Cornwall?
No, I think it's like up north. People pay. It's like the most haunted house. I don't know if you Google it. The most haunted house in the UK.
What's it called?
The most haunted house in the UK.
It's a good name. Did they build it and then call it that
No,
before they knew it was
well,
haunted?
apparently, like either someone
Borley
murdered
Rectory.
in there.
What happens? What are the stories?
Just all kind of freakiness, like when you're asleep, like noises and just screams and all sorts. It's not cool.
Can we see
It's
some?
like living in the ghetto, that's all.
All right. Yeah, and then things touching you. No, it's that house there, the most haunted, 30 East Drive, that one. Yeah, down there.
That house.
That house.
Bro, that looks like it's
that
in
is just-
Kempston.
Yeah, no,
Some normal
That looks like
council
it's-
estate in Kempston.
exactly. It looks like a normal council estate in Kempston, but it's not. There's history behind it. I think if you click one of the links,
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
yeah, I believe in.
Have you ever seen one?
No.
Have you had any like
After,
suspicions of any spirits being around you or near you?
Yeah, I'm raised in the church. I'm Christian, have my Christian beliefs. It may not be the best at times, but I have my beliefs still. So it doesn't always have to be bad. It could be good as well in terms of good spirits, Holy Spirit being the main one. And I've felt when I've been in church and I felt that presence, or when I've been out and about and you feel that presence. But I don't always believe that ghosts are bad in that sense, because there are spirits
yeah, spirits,
in that
100%.
sense.
Have you had any
No, I've not experienced anything.
interactions with any?
You're trying to go, have you ever been possessed and climbed the walls? And
No,
I'm being serious, 'cause you know some
I'm
people
too
say they have,
strong and
some people
spiritual
don't.
for that. You get me?
Fair dues. Why are you?
I want to believe them. I'm the type of person that I don't believe it until I've seen it or witnessed it. I had a close encounter and I actually thought it was, but it was what's that word?
Sleep paralysis.
Paralysis, yeah.
I've had that.
It freaked the fuck out of me.
I remember the first time I have it, and I'll never forget it. I was
Tell me your story, I'll tell you mine.
I was a kid, right?
I like this shit.
I was a kid.
I don't have no boring stories, man. I just fall asleep and that's it.
Lucky guy.
It's just like
So
So don't you think but the best stories are ones that we've lived.
Yeah.
Instead of talking about fucking Drake and Snoop Dogg.
yeah, that was
Okay.
boring.
The best stories are the ones that you've experienced yourselves. I think they're the more
fair enough.
yeah.
Exciting.
Talking
I mean, I
about
can-
Cassie.
Yeah,
I can tell you the story
Getting
if
R
you want.
word and
Come on, let it go.
Yeah,
let's
go.
All right, so I was like a kid. I think I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I remember I went into my mum's bed, right? And don't know why. I don't think I had a bad dream or so on. But every now and then, as a kid, I would be like, "Oh, I want to go sleep in my mum's bed because it's just comfort." I remember being in the bed and not being able to move, and I had this dream where I couldn't move, and I'm staring at the curtain, my mum's curtain in her room. But what it is I'm looking at the curtain, and what's happening is like, it's almost like I want to say Tetris, but not Tetris, where blocks are falling. It's like blocks are folding over each other and then getting bigger and bigger and then folding. And I could feel like my presence was within that area, but I couldn't move. I'm there watching it like this. My presence was in whatever it is I'm watching, and these blocks are like crushing me. Because in that moment, I couldn't move. And whatever the weight of these blocks are, you can't talk, you can't get up. And I'm looking at this, and because these big, like building size, like Inception, like the folding of the buildings in Inception, it was like that. And I'm looking at this, and I could feel the weight of all of the things that were there, like holding me down. And I was alert, I was awake, couldn't move. I remember that the curtain, behind the curtain, had like one of the street lights from the block. So I could see the light behind it, kind of not shining through the curtain, but, around the side of it where the curtain doesn't cover completely, right? I could see all that happening, but I'm in this position and I'm looking at the curtain. I'm stuck like that. I just remember being in that awkward position. I was on this side of the bed. Mum was sleeping there. I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I'm scared because I could feel just the weight of these blocks folding over. Don't know how or why. And I remember being in that position like that, scared, staring at this. It felt like hours. And I woke up and my heart was palpitating.
How long did it go on for?
It was, maybe it was about the hours. I don't know, because I think I might have slept and then woke up and it was daylight. But I could remember waking up through the night and then not being able to move and staring at the curtain. And that was the only time I've ever felt sleep paralysis. No, maybe not the only time. It's the one time that I remember most prominently. And I was like 5 years old. I'll never forget that.
But you still remember it.
I scared the life out of me.
A memory like that, you never.
Scared the life out of me.
So mine was very similar. So same thing happened to me, but I didn't know about sleep. What's
Sleep
the word again?
paralysis.
I didn't know about that until this happened. Then I started talking about it. People were like, oh, that's what you experienced. I actually thought I experienced a fucking ghost or something. I was like, I believe this is what it is. So again, I used to live in a flat above my old shop, and it was, you remember that? It was a bit.
Yes.
If that was haunted, you'd think that place was haunted. It was very.
It was a bit weird. It was
a bachelor pad. Let's call it that. And I'm again laying in bed, and my head. I fell asleep with my head up a little bit on the headrest, and again, I'm not moving at all. Can't move at all. But this is the weirdest thing. My wardrobe door opens. I feel pressure on my chest, like someone's sitting on it, like someone's really. And then my throat as well. It felt like someone's actually grabbing my throat, and I felt pressure. And then I can feel a shadow like this, but like wind next to my face, like that. And I'm like this, looking around, but I can't move. And then I'm trying to scream and shout. Fuck knows who too, because I live by myself.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to scream and shout. I can't, and all I feel is this shadow. And I can actually, swear to God, feel this fucking wind across my face like that. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? But I remember not actually being scared. I was more intrigued, going, what the fuck's going on? And I'm looking around, and then slowly the pressure came off my chest. Slowly that came off my throat. That disappeared. My bedroom door didn't close. It was still open. But yeah, it all just like disappeared. And then I woke up. Then I could move. And I thought, what the fuck was that?
Yo, let me Google sleep paralysis and then like...
Because that freaked me out. And then when I tried telling everyone about it, and
you
then
lot had
just
cheese
like,
before you went to bed, innit?
I don't think it's cheese, blood. Here we go, look. Sleep paralysis is a temporary loss of muscle control just after falling asleep or before waking up. Sleep paralysis frequently involves hallucinations or feeling of suffocation. No one knows exactly what causes sleep paralysis, but it is linked to sleep disorders and certain mental health conditions. I totally believe all of that.
That's crazy.
But it's a real thing where you can't move. You physically cannot get up.
It's the most
It's
frightening thing that's ever happened to me.
I feel like that in the morning.
No, honestly, when it happens to you, you feel like, what the fuck? I actually thought it was a ghost.
For me, there are weighted blankets that I know would be good for me to have. Like, so it doesn't force you, but it makes it much more harder for you to roll over. So it's better for you to have the weighted blanket on if you sleep on your back, you're not forced to kind of go on your side because it's cross you and stuff on your back. Yeah. But that's the thing. I think because of what had happened when I was a kid, I'm so scared to use one that I feel like I won't be able to move. Because even though it's not going to be super heavy, it's heavy enough that you feel the pressure. Yeah. And that pressure, when you're in that position, that is too creepy for me.
Have you experienced anything else after that?
I'm trying to think if I have. I can imagine times where I've had a dream that felt so real that I wake up and I like scream.
I mean, the only thing
shout.
I experienced was when my grandma passed away. I was only 10 years old. And I feel like everyone was getting dreams about my grandma and I wasn't. But at one point, this was like months after, I didn't really actually tell anyone. I felt like she was sitting on the end of my bed.
Yeah.
She was a very spiritual person. And it's just like, I'm here still, kind of thing. That's the only experience.
Was you scared or did you feel
No, I felt quite like, my grandma's still here. Like, nice. It was nice. At the same time, I was a bit like, I was like, wow, like she's still here. But after it's gone, innit? Like, oh.
So I've had it where I remember we moved to Queensbury, like outskirts of northwest London. That house we moved to, we were only there for a couple of years. But when we moved there, I think when I got in was it Queensbury or was it Ainsworth? No, it wasn't Ainsworth. It wasn't. Yeah, it was Queensbury, definitely that one. It was that one. When we got there, apparently I told my mum that when I went to sleep, I had like one of those beds, like I was like 11. I had one of those beds where it's not like...
Bunk bed.
It's a bunk bed, but not the bottom bunk. So it's just the top bit.
And you got like a desk at the bottom.
At the desk or like a chair or a sofa at the bottom or something, right?
No.
Nah, you can't. It's all single,
isn't it? It's so sick though, isn't it?
They are
so
dope.
Convenient for everything.
They're dope, but it's a single bed, isn't it? So you can't, unless you find a double ones, which is like you build it into the house. But that's what I had, right? And I remember I was, the first week I was there or something, when we moved in, had that there. My mum told me, no, I remember this now that my mum told me this is what happened. I think I told her that I had this dream where like this figure walked into the room and got to the end of and was just standing at the end of the bed while I'm in this, right? Couldn't see who the figure was, but I didn't feel worried or scared. It was quite a comforting one. And I thought it might have been her who came in just to check up on me, but apparently it wasn't, because she said, nah, I was fine. They didn't come in at all. So the next day she had some of the people from her church come in and pray because she felt it could be a spirit that's over the house. Because I think the last person that lived there died.
I think it's the same with this house. Yeah. So the lady who lived in this house, her spirit's still in there.
Yeah. Wow.
So people go there to experience. Some people, like I was reading the reviews as well, because I think it's on like Airbnb or something, one of them ones. And people are like, yeah, we loved it. Yeah, this, and just see people conversating about, oh, did you experience this? Did you experience this? One guy was like, I didn't experience anything.
Yeah.
And then one was like, yeah, this happened. I was like, nah.
Oh, it's in Pontefract.
But look at it though.
It's in Pontefract.
Would you ever play the Luigi board?
It's not Luigi board. Ouija board.
Luigi.
That's what it's called.
It's not a Luigi board. It's
What?
Ouija.
So Italian. Not
All
everything's
these
Italian.
years I thought it was called Luigi board. Are you kidding me? What's it called? I thought it was an Italian thing. What was it called?
It's called Ouija board.
Ouija.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like a
Italian.
Let me tell you
Luigi.
something. Yeah.
I want the Ouija
I
board.
thought it was a Luigi board.
No, it's not a Luigi. Don't even Google that, because I'm telling you this from now. I don't do none of that demon stuff.
Yeah,
Ouija
don't
boards.
enter that stuff in this yard, man.
Nah.
I think you believe that though.
Yes.
I feel like if you tamper with that
evil spirits and stuff, don't invite that into my house. We don't do Ouija
We
boards.
already have by talking about it now.
No,
Nah,
but
we
like,
haven't. We could talk about
Luigi's
things.
come in, bro.
Nah, we could talk about stuff. I'll bust your head open, bruv. Don't be. I don't mess with spirits and stuff.
Mario,
You're gonna hear
Mario.
Let's go.
I see Wario at the end of my bed. Nah.
Send us a sign. Let's go.
I don't mess with Ouija boards, blood. It's not. I won't do it. No, what? I can't. Put it this way. If I hear that I'm with someone and she Ouija board, end the relationship. Ain't on it.
Bro, have you seen that Talk to Me on Netflix? Is it Talk to Me? Yeah, it's called Talk to Me. Oh my God, right. So I was bored last weekend or whenever there was.
Yeah.
It's like this hand and they touch it.
Nice.
And they go, talk to me. And these spirits come up. And then they enter the body.
Nope.
No.
Bro. Is it a documentary?
It's a movie. Watch it.
Nope.
Watch it.
Bro, this is how deep it is.
Mad.
This is how deep it is to me. I don't like horror films.
Right.
Won't watch them. I have seen a few, right? But on top of that, video games that are horror based as well.
Resident Evil.
Don't play it.
Oh, yeah.
I played Resident Evil 2 when I was a kid.
But have you played Resident Evil
on the VR? On the VR. Have you played Resident Evil on the VR?
You think I'm inviting that into my eyes? I want that into my eyes.
Life.
Seriously, you were shit.
Do you know what? The Resident Evil, my missus bought me the VR set for the PlayStation.
Yeah.
The first time I used it, thought it was sick. First game I ever played was Resident Evil.
You never touch that again, innit?
Fuck my life.
It's scary.
I've never been. So, missus gone to bed, kids gone to bed, and I thought, I'll play a bit of Resident Evil, put it on, I'm playing.
Idiot.
I'm about 20 minutes in.
Thing jumps out in your face.
No, because you've got it on, my dog brushed past my leg, yeah.
Oh.
I fucking threw this thing off my, whoa!
Good.
Just my dog.
Good.
My dog just wanted to go out for a piss.
Good.
But yeah, because you got the headphones on, you got everything. And I literally remember that day, he just brushed past my leg. I went, the fuck?
Good. Yeah.
It scared
Learn
the
your
shit.
lesson.
I don't think
Learn your lesson.
I don't ever, and his name's Ghost.
Your dog's name is Ghost.
Yeah,
Serves you right.
Yeah, but I have
right.
not put that game on since. That was one
It
of the
is
first
scary.
games.
It is pop up.
So one game I completed, I loved, Alan Wake, right? They got Alan Wake 2 that just come out. I so want it. I read the reviews. They said the levels of jump scares in this. I said, don't worry. I'll read the storyline. I'm not playing it.
What's it called?
Alan Wake. Alan Wake.
I've never heard of it.
So Alan Wake 2 came out. It's got like 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5 stars.
Alan Wake?
Oh, bro, the first Alan Wake is phenomenal.
You're a proper gamer, aren't you?
Yes. It's about a guy who, he's a story writer, but what he does is he doesn't realize the story he's writing, when he, like in nighttime, he ends up being in the stories that he's written, and he's a horror story writer.
Surprised they made a movie.
It basically is like
That
a
looks
movie.
freaky as fuck.
Bro, the game,
Thing is, I don't like horror movies, but I like horror games.
see, I don't like jumping and being scared. Like people like their heart palpitating. I don't enjoy that.
Is that like a bull?
I don't know what that is,
a
but
bit freaky.
and you know what's good about the game is that it's you have a gun with limited amount of ammo, but you can't kill the people in the nighttime. You can't kill them until you use a light to they're like glitching and stuff.
Sick.
Now I played it in my old house where I had surround sound, and then I had the TV, and you could hear all of the whispering and stuff behind you on the surround sound.
Fuck.
And you hear the wind when you're outside. And then these things come out of like the woods. They come up to you, running up to you. You can't even shoot them and kill them. You have to shine a light on them first. So whatever the thing that protects them in the nighttime goes, and then you have to shoot them. And you have limited ammo. So you're like proper saving it.
It's like I Am Legend.
That sounds like a good game.
Similar. It's a very good game, but it was scary. And I don't know how I got through the first one, but I did the second one when I saw it coming out. I didn't do it. So I saw the second one come out. I was like, all right, it's next gen. It's going to be PlayStation 5. You've also seen my TV in my living room.
Oh, yeah.
You've also heard the surround down, right? HD 8K. Don't downgrade me. Don't downgrade me. Respect my life, please. That was a birthday present to myself. Respect my life. That TV is a TV.
No, it's a TV.
It's a serious TV, right? And imagine that. And also, it's like the frame rate of it is smooth. So smoothness. And you've heard the sound that comes out of the TV in the soundbar, and you want me to live here on my own and play that game? You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Not doing it.
That's mad. That's absolutely bonkers.
It's crazy.
I've never heard of this game, to be fair.
I don't mess with like dark spirits and stuff, man. I don't intentionally mess with. There are things in this world that we're exposed to we don't even necessarily know. There are things that we're not aware of, like music we might listen to that the artists, they're into some weird stuff, right? And you have to kind of be as discerning as you can to try and identify what it is that you're taking in. But when it comes to intentionally doing stuff like you said, Ouija board, never, brother. Bullet for that. Bullet.
I don't believe it. I don't think it's bullshit anyway.
I don't deal with doppy. I don't deal with crosses. I don't deal with none of that foolishness, man. Not actual crosses like a Jesus peace cross.
Yeah.
Crosses is like badness and evilness and wildness. I don't deal with none of that. Negativity and I don't.
What about that life?
Not in it, bro. I don't play with that kind of stuff. The sleep paralysis stuff really scares me. Like playing with like going to a haunted house. I shot a film, Are We Dead Yet? Which is a comedy horror. Obviously when it's comedy horror, and I know the guy who directed it and wrote it and produced it, he's not that guy where he's involved in dark, deep, demonic stuff, right? But he wrote a comedy horror, which is a spoof of the horror, right? And it was fun to do. One of the locations is in a haunted house.
Nah.
Let me tell you something.
You're not in it.
Type haunted house Stoke-on-Trent, right? This haunted house, it used to be an insane asylum, right? Scroll down. Let me see if I could tell you the name of it. It is... it would have been Staffordshire. So click on that. 7 most haunted places in Staffordshire. Go. Scroll down. It's not that one.
There for a date.
Not there.
Fucking gonna get a second date.
No.
that's
Not Horn Towers. Not that one. That is it. Bishton.
Yo, I'm taking a girl there for a date.
No, it's not Bishton
fucking
Hall.
scared the shit out of her.
But yeah, it's somewhere in. Type in haunted house Staffordshire, then it will come up. Was it at Tamworth Castle?
That type of shit, though.
Tamworth Castle. Try Tamworth Castle, bro.
Are you paying that prices to get? No, it's not that much.
It's not Tamworth Castle. Sorry, haunted house Staffordshire. Right. Basically, we shot in there, and it was a asylum for people who were clinically insane. Some people had died in there. They didn't get rid of everything when people were using it now for location. When you go upstairs, some of the beds are still there.
I was going to say some of the bodies were still there.
No, not the bodies, bro.
Have you ever been Top Hill?
Right-hand side, second row.
Is that
Down, that one.
Is it true?
It's a Satanist church, yeah.
Standon Hall. What is?
Clop Hill.
Clop Hill.
Where's that?
Like as you
I'm
go
going to
towards Luton.
It's not me, boy.
Type Clop Hill.
Hold on, but look at, before you do that, Standon Hall, right?
It looks like a wedding venue.
They use it for wedding venue, bro.
Doesn't look scary at all.
Nah, you say that. But
this-
you
this
see that
lot?
little outhouse there?
Yeah.
We filmed in that outhouse that's right next to it in Standon Hall.
Yeah, no,
Both the hall and that outhouse, scary and cold. Don't matter what time of the year it was, you go inside of all those buildings, freezing.
Who's getting married there?
Bro, the thing is, no one goes upstairs. It's all in the downstairs bit.
On the
There
mansion.
isn't an
bit?
upstairs. It looks like a bungalow.
No, not that
No,
bit.
the mansion, the big-
so that is the outhouse for the bungalow, the side house for it. Look at the top left one.
Is that the top left is the haunted one?
That is the main building, but next to that building is that side building.
like
I think
So
where
what? They got this lovely building and they left that nastiness outhouse. They didn't. Have they done that on purpose?
I don't know what the difference between the two is. I think where all the people that
Well,
were
observing this week.
the nurses, Where they lived, I think it was in that building there. And where the patients were in the main building, the big one that you just saw. Right. That main building, put it this way, they would tell us if you're going to go to the toilet, you got to go in pairs. There was one time I need to go toilet between takes, right? I had an hour lunch break. I drove back to my hotel. Hotel was half an hour drive.
Yeah, I would have done the same.
I went straight back. I'm not doodling there. No way. You could catch me with my pants down in a haunted house and stand.
I'd have done it outside, Rex.
Is this Standard Hall you're looking at? This article? Let me see. Eerie images taken inside abandoned mansion where flying knife struck most haunted presenter on the head. Is that Standard Hall?
Must be a video, surely.
Standard Hall, Staffordshire. Yeah, we filmed Are We Dead Yet? The Living Dead, it's now called. Scroll down. We filmed that there. Yeah, bruv. I remember that hallway. I remember that all too. Upstairs was creepy. Mad. That there. You see that? That's the side house. That's the corridor of the side house.
Looks like the setting for like the Last of Us game.
Bro!
It looks fucking mental.
And we filmed it there. That's the setting for the side house. Huh?
You have to stay there.
You are out. Stay where? I'd have slept in the garden.
He went to the...
I'd have slept outside in my car. Stay where? You're mad.
Yeah, but can a ghost kill you?
Say again?
Can it kill you?
Give me a heart attack, yeah.
Or get inside you or something.
That's what I don't know. People are scared of spirits and ghosts, but what harm can it actually do?
It can
enter your...
If you believe in that stuff, possession.
Yeah, you can get possessed by it, sure.
Do you understand? Mess up with your mind. It could...
No,
bro,
that
room we used.
Mobility scooter.
Yeah.
Keep going. These are all in Standard Hall.
That goes with
bro.
They go to the gym as well.
Okay, no, those are not the gyms. Those are like the way you get like checked out, right?
Oh, right, see.
Bro, that was abandoned. So what I'm saying to you is the rooms had a lot of this stuff still in there. So you're going in there and you're using it as a site location for a movie. But when they were like going around all the different rooms to see what was going on, a lot of the stuff had this in there.
It's a good bench though.
It's a bench where you get, bro, that looks like a bench where they do a gynecology check, bro.
Right.
After all this, we're going to have to change the subject because we can't end it on this and then we all leave and always going to be home by himself.
I'll be fine. But I have a Bible and I have my belief in God. I'm fine. I will pray.
The Ouija board will
I
make him
will
laugh.
pray, bro.
Don't play the Luigi board.
Don't do that. I will pray, bro. And honestly, I'll be fine. But yeah, honestly, that hall was haunted. It was creepy. Yeah. We had to film at night. We had to film early in the morning at times. It was creepy.
Have you ever gone to one of them fright nights or anything like that?
No. Yeah.
So you don't do scary stuff when you were growing up as a kid, doing that fright
My mum wasn't, she weren't on it. Halloween, all that stuff. Yeah, I don't do Halloween.
I'm not about that. I
don't understand why people say that.
Yeah, I just think it's stupid.
Not on it. I don't, any of them demon, evil stuff. I try, if I know it's intentionally based around that, I try my best not to do it.
Yeah.
And some people are like, yeah, well, you might be on this and on that. Bro, there are things that I don't know that is the way that it is. Like, for example, companies that might be branded in something. And if I find out, I'm like, yo, I ain't on that. But from I see something and I know it ain't for me because of where it's based in, Halloween, I know where that starts from, I ain't on it. Respectfully,